Welcome to Tarot 2T. Glad you could join me. If you are a new person, welcome. And if you're one of my wonderful subscribers, welcome back. So today I'm doing a July 2022 bonus reading for the sign of Capricorn. And if you didn't catch my July and mid-July readings, you can go back and see those. I have employed a different type of spread for the month of July is what I'm trying to say. I'm not doing a good job at it, but I'm going to keep up with that spread in this reading. So we're going to ask, what is a situation or message that Capricorn needs to know about for the latter half of July? What does Capricorn need to know for the latter half of July? Oh, you know what? I'm not picking up. It's too intense, which might be a good thing. Boy, sometimes when I shuffle these cards, it just, I don't know, they start doing wacky, almost chaotic movements the cards do. They're very twitchy and jittery, and I'm not picking that up for this, so I think this is going to be kind of a smooth reading. Cards of advice, cards of advice, cards of advice, please. Oh, a lot of advice to be given, apparently. Okay, I'll take that, and here we go. Something is definitely fated, destined. You got something going on with some new opportunities, and you have a King of Diamonds. I'm not sure what to say about that. I think you had that in your last reading, your mid-July reading. I think the King of Diamonds played a central role. It was either the King of Diamonds or the Queen of Diamonds. 5 of Clubs, so you got some changes going on here. Something that was destined, and we have something going on with your stability and home life. This is actually not a bad... Sometimes the spades are not such great energies, honestly, in cartomancy. This one's not bad, though. It's satisfaction in your work and getting some kind of stress relief. But you, like I said, you do have some changes, or you're about to have some changes occur that are long overdue. This is literally like dissatisfaction with some kind of the lifestyle, the way you're living, I was going to say. Okay, this is it. Some changes recently happened that that needed to happen because you were dissatisfied with your lifestyle. And with this 4 of Spades we just talked about, you're kind of past that. And this was destined to happen. Maybe for a while. Not necessarily years and years. But I guess some opportunities opened up that weren't there before, because the 6 is also about fighting new doors to open, honestly. Yeah, so the King of Diamonds, this is normally the card of, when it comes out, it can be a person, and this actually could be you. It's an earth sign, if I can remember earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. That's the one I wasn't remembering. You could be taking charge of your finances, because this is about authority and having some kind of handle over financial matters. It's possible that changes that occurred that were long overdue had to do with finances. Anyway, let's get some more information. Let's see what's going on with Capricorn and this change. It does look like you're in a period of stress relief, which does explain kind of the way the cards are coming out, very nice and smooth and easy. So there's nothing too chaotic going on in your life. For the latter half of July. Three of Hearts. Another party is involved with whatever changes have occurred here with your living situation, or another element. It can be another element, like an outside element. In some cases, this represents like a love triangle. If you're not like in the middle of something like that, I mean, we didn't see any strong relationship cards come out so far. I mean, they could come out now. It's not necessarily like a love triangle. I don't like to, just to be honest, I don't like to go there because I don't know how many love triangles really occur. Maybe people have them happen all the time. I don't. It just may have, the changes that occurred just may have involved some kind of something on an emotional level. Maybe you had a decision about where so if your let me back up. So if your lifestyle changed here because it needed to, maybe you had choices about where to go. Like if you actually moved, you had choices about where to go, and that's where this Three of Hearts energy could come in, because you're a little bit torn about the kind of decision to make. It makes sense to me. And we have a Queen of Clubs that popped out. You might have had some kind of fire sign involved, a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, or this could just be the energy of kind of a power female. She's also very generous and makes pretty wise decisions. She has very good judgment. I mean, this could be you. If you're not this King of Diamonds, I kind of feel like the King of Diamonds is you, though. You're like in real control of some kind of financial aspect, probably your finances. With the Queen, it just could be somebody involved with this. It came out on Three Hearts, right? So it could be involved in that three element situation, or that three element decision, like three different choices. Let's ask for some more information for Capricorn. Maybe we can clarify that a little bit more, at least for me. If it fits your situation, you can take that. If you understand what exactly that is translating for you. Eight of Clubs, not bad. So this is about, you're no longer stagnant, you're advancing away from something or towards something. It does have to, again, to do with, well, it can mean you had some kind of crossroads decision, or perhaps you're going through that at the moment, or you're about to. It's also the card of needing to change or let me rephrase that, not change your perspective, but step back to regain a perspective on a situation. It did come out on this Queen of Clubs. It could be that you need to regain your perspective about an individual, a person that was involved. Again, I feel like it was like a three-way decision, but it's not relationship. I think it has to do with lifestyle, or where you're living, or that kind of thing. Anyway, the Eight of Clubs also represents being fixed on an idea or a concept. Like, I don't know, maybe you felt like the decision you made was the only one to choose. I don't know. I don't know. That really doesn't tell me a whole lot. Like I said, if it makes sense to you, then you take it and run with that. Let's go ahead and look at your cards of advice. Five of Diamonds. Nice. Changes in finances. We have the Nine of Spades, something completed and wrapped up. And we have the Queen of Hearts. You have some very loving female motherly energy with that Queen of Hearts. We also have the Nine of Clubs, another type of completion. And we have the Ace of Hearts, which means you're embarking on a new start that's going to fulfill some kind of wish or need. It's also the end of it also marks the end of some kind of conflict. Not necessarily heavy conflict, but like a disagreement, something that you just couldn't see eye to eye on. That is definitely wrapping up. So if that applies, you can take that as well. This Nine of Spades with the Queen of Hearts energy is very interesting because, like I said, this Queen of Hearts represents nurturing, strong female energy with who has some mastery. They have a lot of experience. They're very wise. They're also kind of a teacher or a mentor. They can be. But the Nine of Spades is about disappointment and having some kind of something completed that you had to let go of, and it was painful in some sense, physically, mentally, emotionally. I mean, take it how it fits. It's changes that had to happen. Again, we had that with the Five of Clubs. There was a necessity for some kind of change, and apparently there's a sense of loss with it. The motherly figure could be a person. It could be a water sign, as a matter of fact. That's a bit curious to me. But the Nine of Clubs here, this again is a sign of being content with something, and something wrapping up after you put effort into it. It's achievement. Like you were making plans, or you had been planning something for a long time, and it finally has come to an end, and you're satisfied with the result. I think that probably has to do with whatever change happened here. It's like you knew some kind of change had to happen, and you're satisfied with your results here. So that's a very good thing. Yeah, because this is in the line of advice, I'm still looking at this Queen of Hearts and the Nine of Spades, which isn't so positive, but again, some kind of completion. It could be that you were in a state down here when you were making a decision. This is what I'm feeling this means. And it was completely devastating, or you were very distraught over it. Let's just put it that way. Not devastated, but it caused you a lot of grief. I think that's very possible that that is coming to an end. So that state of being in that state of grief, of loss, of feeling torn over something, those kinds of feelings. I think that's what this is telling us. The fact that it comes out on the Queen of Hearts, I think it's a very emotional matter. I think that's what she denotes. I don't think she's necessarily a person. I think she's denoting that you felt very strongly about some kind of situation. Down here with the Three of Hearts, remember, it seems like you had options in some way. And having that state of emotional turmoil, I think it's over, which is a good thing, right? And you're satisfied with your results here with the Nine of Clubs. And you are embarking on a new beginning that has very much to do with, it's in line with your heart and what you truly desire. Yeah, because that's also the end of a dispute. Five of Diamonds, I haven't talked about that yet. This again is changes in finances, but it's like an exchange. It could be a job change, it could be some kind of settlement, but changing some kind of, I think the changes already happened. I think it's affirming that the changes you made are going to change your financial future. Because I feel like this reading is just a tad bit behind. It's just kind of showing us what you just went through. Honestly, I do. And this line of advice is confirming that you're on the right path, and that you're headed down to this new start with this Ace of Hearts. Let's see if we can get more cards though, please, for Capricorn before we wrap this up. Okay, there we go. Eight of Spades. Again, this is the card of moving on from... Actually, this is about moving on from a challenging, stressful work situation. So, again, I don't see a whole lot of relationship stuff in here. I think it was all around finances and work. And because your finances are changing here, and I did mention job change and that kind of thing, it's putting an end to this, which is the stress on your health, your mental health, and just needing to kind of get out of a... I'm hearing taxing situation. It was just taxing. So I think you had to make some changes with your lifestyle. If I was to summarize this, that certainly had something to do with your finances, which certainly had something to do with your work. And I think that the changes that had to happen have brought you back into this stable place with the Four of Spades. And this is confirming that those challenges are behind you. Going forward, you're having a fresh start. And you're going to have positive change in your finances here. Yeah, it's kind of a light reading, honestly, not too heavy. Oh, and the emotional turmoil, whatever that was about, that's over. Yeah, you're moving ahead from all that, and you've achieved a degree of satisfaction in the choices you've made. It's just kind of this was kind of a bonus reading light for you, Capricorn, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Get the notification bell going. Then you will know when the August reading comes out. We might have a whole new chapter to look at, because it doesn't seem like this is going to be a continuation. I'm not feeling it's going to be a continuation reading, but maybe it will. Maybe we're going to talk about your new start. So anyway, hang in there until then, and take care.